Before this video begins, I'd like to give a huge thanks to my channel members, who you can see on screen now. Become a member by hitting the join button and get your name here among other awards today. Hello there and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 3. Today we're continuing on Let's Play. This is episode 211. In today's episode we are taking a look at the 34 laps of Road Atlanta Endurance, our first endurance, which is for F-Class cars. So we need an F-Class car to do that with, and the car we're using today is the 1980 Fiat 131 Abarth.
Vroom, baby.
Did you have to go buy that again?
What? Oh, no, this is... The Audi R8 you just saw was not the Audi R8 we did the last event with. However, I forgot about that Audi R8 and I accidentally sold that Audi R8. I'm not going to upgrade this. I'm going to see how well this goes. Anyways, 34 laps, Road Atlanta. Race hard through 86 miles and 408 turns in this 34 lap endurance race at Road Atlanta.
Your current car will not be competitive for this event.
Do I want to upgrade my car?
California.
Do I want to upgrade my car?
Jesus.
I don't even know if it's worth upgrading. I mean, sure.
Probably not.
I'll put like a few bits on it. I don't think it's really... I think it's just got to fucking make the PI go through the roof. That's the issue. There's no... I mean... No, fuck it. I am gonna run it stock. I've just wasted $1,000, but ignore that. I'm just gonna run it as is, and we'll see what happens.
Without upgrades, your
Yes, shut the fuck
will
up,
not be competitive for
man.
this event.
Race anyway. 72,000 credits, 34 laps, 86 miles, Road Atlanta. Let's go.
Here we go.
In it, I like how they
Vroom
put
time.
Road Atlanta in an F-Class car.
Hey, at least it's the good track.
It is a good track, yes. We're finally done with Rally de Postnario. That could fuck
Woo!
off. We're finally done with the full Road Kojima. What's it called? Kaido.
Fuji.
Kaido's
no
done.
Kaido.
Kaido's done. Nürburgring isn't. And I'm not sure if we have to see that once more or twice more. But that's done.
Could possibly happen in an endurance.
Oh shit, actually I
Wouldn't
forgot
surprise
something.
me. What?
We'll be right back if I remember to... Actually no, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this way. There's a reason I'm doing this. It's because I forgot about... Turn damage back on, because it makes this more entertaining to have tyre wear on, I guess. Because we don't want to sit here and run for ages, just being fine. I like challenge. I don't. But I kind of want the other cars to stop, because it'll amuse me. Anyways, this car was designed by Bertoni. You can't tell by the fact it's a fucking square. Alright, let's go. We've got a Mazda 3, a Chrysler PT Cruiser Turbo, a Mercedes A-Class... Fucking... What the fuck are you doing? Mercedes A-Class, a Fiesta, a Scion XD.
Lol.
Is this just all American cars? No, there's a Mazda in here, there, and a Mercedes. There's a Focus at the front, and Rossi is in a red car. I think it's Twingo. Which is weird for him, because it's in an F-Class.
Yeah, I died. Back.
Oh.
Okay, yay, AK's back. I mean, boo.
Everyone loves Invisible AK.
I do love you.
The Scion XD
Like,
is going
not
to
in a
rally
homosexual
crossing.
way.
The Scion XD did go for a rally cross. And there is some exciting racing between a Twingo and a Focus going on up there.
Dude, this is great.
Or should I say a Nissan 350Z and a Focus.
Oh!
Because they're made by the same company. Because 350Z's a pile of wank.
Oh my god.
No, you.
Fuck your 350Z.
I don't own one. Joke's on you.
No, we found out someone's got one, so...
Oh, who?
Take a guess.
I don't
Who does
fucking
AK
know,
associate with?
Alec?
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
He's not Alex, he's Fail Race. Get it right.
Oh, he's Mr. Fail Race.
Yeah,
Or
you,
is
to be
Fail
fair,
his
he is
first
now,
name?
let's be honest. It's basically a one-man crew. I don't think it's been...
Rest in...
When was the last time Husky was alive?
I miss Husky.
When Husky...
Oh,
When Husky wasn't selling inflatable fucking furry dogs at £1,000. Did you not see that?
no.
Nope, because I'm not on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter he
Yeah, I don't
posted
follow
like this
that.
giant like balloon that was like a dog thing, like some weird furry dog thing, and he was like, "Oh, slightly used, £1,000." I was like, "What do you mean by slightly used?"
I don't want to know.
How many times has it been filled in?
I wonder if Alex knows.
All I know
that.
is he's got a lot of Volvos, and I want the Volvos,
Does have a lot.
but I don't want his
That's not bad.
Volvos because.
I don't want. You don't know what's been done in them.
Well, I saw he did like a photo shoot of him in a Volvo wagon in a fursuit, and I sort of just immediately that one went off the table.
I've seen the balloons. They're terrifying.
The what?
The balloon things.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
Is that a
Does it
lion?
look- Does it look like a sex doll?
I don't know, but it like fills up his entire room, so it's massive. Whatever it is. It was like watching fucking
Infinite
Clifford,
response.
the big red dog, or whatever the fuck it was called.
I'm gonna put it in response.
Clifford the big red dog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The check response.
Is that the new Bad Dragon dildo name?
I just realised something.
Oh god!
I just realised something. You know, I put this on realistic tyre wear.
What?
My tyres are currently worn 1% and it's lap 2.
I don't know if that's a good or a
so
bad
the
thing.
tyres are basically going to be like 17% worn by the end of this. So there's literally no point of pit stop. Oh, fuel. Where's the fuel gauge? We're still full of fuel. The problem is the fuel gauge is grey. On a... If I do that I can see it a bit better. But not much. Hey, it looks like the fuel gauge in my actual car because it got filled up now. There you go. Haha. The first time
Weird
it got
flex,
filled up
but
since
okay.
it got filled up since the London trip.
Woo.
And also since it had its death. And then it's been brought back to life. So yay for that. The Honda's alive again, everybody. Whoop whoop.
Oh wait, it died?
The government killed it, yes.
Oh. So it's like
Goddamn government.
JFK.
They kind of deemed it unsafe. Which was a bit of an issue.
Is everyone just gonna ignore my shitty joke?
Listen,
Yeah.
yeah, Alex Mason killed JFK. I played Black Ops 1. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
Yeah, what do they mean? Oh, that's a taxi.
They meant Razulka, as it turned out. Because that was where the numbers station
Wait,
was.
the numbers. Wait a minute, I know what they mean. It's how many times
Uh-oh.
Husky fucked that fucking inflatable
Wait, this car's a
dog.
1980s car. It has one more gear than the Austin Ambassador. This car is better
Hell
than
yeah.
the Austin Ambassador. I saw the review, by the way, Scotian.
No.
Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet.
You know, I said about he couldn't film part 2 because the Austin Ambassador died.
Oh.
He like did a tour of an Austin Ambassador and then he said, "Hi, I found a replacement. Here's another Austin Ambassador." Because he had to like film it in a completely
Yeah.
different place with a completely different ambassador because the other one just stopped working. So instead he filmed a white ambassador.
Speaking of people who review cars,
Hmm.
I drive a classic car.
Oh no.
She posted a thing on Instagram for a story,
Hmm.
and it's a local news title.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
What
she's
is
like
it?
engaged or something. I'd have been like, no, my chance.
No.
No, I'm joking.
No,
Or-
Emile, you're forgetting.
Listen,
Why?
shut up. This is a vaguely attainable YouTube one. Be quiet. Anyways. Carry on.
Anyway, it's for Manchester Evening News. The title is Mum pulls son out of school after he missed lunch because he took so long having a poo.
Yeah, I've seen this. I don't get how it's news. Again, the news they put out a story on the news earlier saying 26 people have died as a result of vaping since 2014. And it's like,
Hot.
that's news. More people have probably died from like falling into manhole covers since 2014.
No, but now we since. But Emile, vaping's bad.
Well, it's like
But
when they
smoking
kept trying
cigarettes
to.
is fine.
It's like the fact that the media, I'm fairly certain, wanted a fucking shooting to happen at that Joker screening. To the point where they literally uploaded an article saying 2 people got arrested for having weed on them during the Joker preview. And, you know, like, that's news.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Like I said, they
Breaking
wanted.
news: teenagers smoke weed. More at 11.
Yeah, weed is bad. Don't smoke weed.
Don't do the weeds.
Don't do drugs. Just watch me. I'll turn you to drugs.
I mean,
Hit that
the real
subscribe
Emile
Or
is
actually,
like
I get you.
cocaine.
Listen,
Or hit.
listening to me record with these freak fuckers, we get you so you skip the drug use part and you just go straight to suicide.
Exactly.
You,
It's like,
we are like drug
and you
use.
can
but
pretend to
without
be
all
like Chester Bennington, and you can make shitty music.
I find that funny because I didn't really care for Linkin Park.
I cared
They had
deeply
one
for
good
them,
song,
and I
fuck
still
off.
find it.
They have
They-
one good song and the
Still a
rest
good
of them were
song.
memes.
It's more than King Crimson.
Breaking the Habit is like their good song, and then everything else.
It is
was like-
genuinely a good
That's
song.
a fantastic song. And then everything else they've done is essentially a meme.
Like, I have, you know, Meteora is pretty good besides, like, Numb. I'm not a big fan of Numb.
That's just a meme though.
It's just because it's
All
because
of their
it's
like
overplayed.
popular songs are just memes.
Paper Cut is alright.
I don't know what that is.
It was like the only good song from Hybrid Theory.
Oh god, Hybrid Theory, shit.
Yeah,
I know-
I agree. It's all the same fucking
I know,
song, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, I know someone who's a big Linkin Park fan, and they were like, "This." They literally showed me it, and was like, "This is the fucking shittest album I've ever spent money on." There's like one good song, and then everything else is just techno bullshit.
It's like fucking Meteor is their best album, and that's where Breaking the Habit came from.
I only remember Breaking the Habit because we had like a best songs of 2004 compilation disc that had it on.
Oh, nice. That's a correct.
And
that
it
is-
also had Whoa, Black Betty, Bam Lam.
Oh yes, and one of my favorite songs.
Black Betty's a great song.
I'm surprised you like it. It is really kind of proggy.
Wait, which version of it?
Ram Jam.
Yeah, it was the Ram Jam version. Which one? The Ram Jam version.
Yeah.
The Ram
I
Jam
just prefer
version is
this-
pretty good,
what-
although I'm way more exposed to the Underground 2 version.
Yeah,
Spider
what's
Bait
it called?
version.
Like Spider Bait?
Yes.
Yeah, I like the Spider Bait version more.
I agree. Even though it fits the song much better.
Whoa, Black Betty, Bam Lam, whoa,
Bam,
Black
bam,
Betty,
whoa,
Bam
black
Lam.
and bam, lam, bam, bam, chow, bam, lam, lam, thing go wild.
Bam Lam.
I don't remember the rest of it.
Bum.
Underground 2 had some great bangers in it. It had fucking Skin
I wanted
Dread,
to hear
and
a
they're like the
smooth
best.
jazz version.
Skin Dread's the best band ever, because who doesn't like a Rastafarian metal band
Hell yeah.
from Wales?
Oh god, never mind. They're from.
That's
Wales.
something I have to mention every single time. Skin Dread is Welsh. It's always.
Let's
Welsh.
let's all remember how metal the Scandinavian.
Hey, Wales
countries
have
are.
had some great bands. The Welsh can
But
do music
Boost
quite well.
and Ethanol.
Yeah, but the Welsh have Skin Dread and Bullet for My Valentine and Feeder.
No,
and
Bullet
they're
for
all
My
good.
Valentine is Linkin Park for even edgy.
No, Bullet for My Valentine had Scream Aim and Fire. That's a fucking hype song.
Isn't there a fucking song that starts with friends? Who the fuck needs them?
That's how I live my life.
Yeah, but it's so edgy. It's like it's like
I-
it's exactly
Sam,
the same
Sam,
audience
Sam.
as Linkin Park and what?
I listen to Slipknot.
Yeah,
Just
but
listen to the fucking.
One of the best songs Slipknot ever did was a song that literally starts with "I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound."
yeah,
It's. I mean,
but that's a different type of edginess. That's adult edginess, not like 13-year-old edginess.
scream aim and fuck.
Just
Look,
listen to Hit
if
the
you've
Floor.
discovered, if you can just see the band in a fucking flip note animation, you are doing something
Oh, I'm not
wrong.
saying "Bullet for My Valentine" is like always good. Some of it is just edgy for the sake of being edgy emo music. But "Scream and Fire" is a
Okay.
fucking hype song. Linkin Park
Okay,
never
at
had
least
that
you-
hype a song.
Besides break.
Yeah, but that's not a hype song.
That is true.
"Scream Aim Fire" is a hype song.
I love Breaking the Habit just because it's so wide and
It just
I like
has.
that song.
It sounds like I'm gonna compare it to a weird song.
okay.
It's like Rammstein's Vitamin Hell. I can listen to that
Hmm.
song like 5 times on repeat and not get bored.
It's like it has a certain sense of urgency to it.
Yeah, it's a very clean, easy song to listen to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The music video for it's a bit weird, but you know, that was mostly because the first
Yeah,
half's
it's
really
about-
well done, and like the second half is not well done. Because the second half stops making sense. Also, the fact the guy jumps out a window kind of makes me laugh slightly, because all I get the image of was that like one guy who had that what was it, brake-proof glass, so he ran towards the glass on like the fucking second highest story of the building to prove the fact that the glass wouldn't break, and the glass just popped out its seal, and he went with it. To be fair,
Sounds like
he
me.
proved the point that the glass wasn't breakable. Unfortunately, he didn't decide to make non-pop out
I
frames.
take it he's dead.
Oh, he's well dead.
Nice.
He jumped out of like a
Good.
39th story window. He's like fucking well dead.
What a Chad.
I know.
This guy probably is getting all the bitches in heaven.
He's Fatboy Slim fucking in heaven. That's the most irritating song ever made, by the way. Gran Turismo 2 remix Illing in Heaven. If you can listen to it for more than a minute without going insane.
Hey, I've listened to some pretty shit music.
No, it's
Like a
it's the
Frontier.
same really awful guitar bit that just like
Oh,
screams into your ears.
Okay, Emile, have you ever heard of Frontier?
I've heard of them, yes. I've heard of the Nissan Frontier as well.
Oh my
The
god.
Nissan Frontier is better than the Nissan 350Z. That's what it says on the
okay.
tin.
Frontier is the worst. It's probably my least favorite metal band.
In the same way the Nissan 350Z is an appalling excuse for a sports car.
Exactly. It's a Nissan 350Z.
It's the
of
Nissan
fucking metal
350Z
band.
of the metal band, sure.
It's fucking.
I
It's
thought that
literally
was,
all noise, and I literally like Lightning Bolt, and I still find fucking Frontier to be just noise. I'm supposed to love noise, and guess what? I don't like Frontier.
Mm.
You're doing something wrong.
Fuck the Nissan 350Z.
Thank you, Emile. Emile, they should have you on. You should give a TED talk.
A Ted who?
Just a TED talk.
Can I talk about Ted Cruz?
Yeah, I don't talk
nothing
about Ted
I know
Cruz.
nothing about Ted Cruz. I can't really.
You need a TED talk. I'd love to see what you would make it about.
Isn't that supposed to be like
Bas-
motivational speeches and shit?
No, it's just like about. It's basically just a presentation about whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Here's my presentation. It's called All Hope Is Gone. Pack up your lives now. It means nothing. The top 1% are important and you are not in the top 1%. Therefore you must end your life for the top 1%.
Oh, hey, is that America?
Hmm.
That's
Oh,
not
everywhere.
America,
Slaughter the ball.
Yeah. Fuck the poor.
They take up too
Fuck
much
the
resources.
poor.
Yeah, burn the poor.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't we just nuke Detroit?
Listen, the Americans had no problem with dropping napalm on Vietnam, so why should they have a problem on dropping it on a slum in central Minnesota?
Well, here's the problem though. Remember what we did to Japan?
No,
We dropped the fucking
the Japanese,
atomic
the
bomb.
Japanese got back up. You need
No,
to make
here's
sure
the
they stay
problem.
down.
No, here's the problem, Emile.
You can't
We
do
dropped the fucking bomb. We dropped the fucking bomb on Japan. You know what happened? Anime.
You can't do that too much.
Anime happened.
Yes, that's why I'm saying use
Okay,
napalm,
is that
not
okay?
nuclear stuff.
But nuclear is more
We just-
efficient.
It's like how
I
when
think
people
we
start
should
moving back into Chernobyl in 10,000 years, Ukraine's gonna invent super fucking hentai, and the world's gonna implode.
I feel like we should nuke Minnesota because I think that's a useless fucking state.
No, it isn't.
They gave us David
Minnesota's
Ellison,
great.
and he's the politest man in metal.
Minnesota's useful.
Is it?
Yes.
What for? Exactly.
I think we need to set fire to California.
I somewhat agree. But then again, the United States economy would collapse, and if the
Okay,
United States
so-
economy would have collapsed, the
No,
whole
it
world's
wouldn't.
economy would have collapsed. Yes, it would!
You only get rid of the-
California was its own, Emile.
You only
if
get
California.
Listen, you only
Oh my
get
God.
you only listen. You only get rid of those fucking.
California.
You only get
California, here we
rid. If
go.
you get rid of California, you get rid of all those fucking dirty liberal websites like YouTube and Apple, and all those dirty,
Without YouTube,
dirty,
you wouldn't have-
disgusting brands.
Without YouTube, you wouldn't have the real Emile.
Mixer.
You would have Pornhub.
I'll move to Mixer. No, Pornhub's based in San Bernardino, California.
Yeah,
No.
but Emile.
X
Emile.
videos. X videos. The
There
Czech.
are.
No, there. Without California, there would be no more San Andreas.
No, I will move to X videos.
Pornhub was made in Montreal.
Yeah, I know, but their main office now is in San Bernardino.
What a bunch of assholes.
I
they're
would go
great.
to X
Pornhub's
videos.
the
I would go to X videos, which is based in the greatest country on earth, the Czech Republic.
Yeah. See,
Don't laugh.
Pornhub is great because there's.
Hold on, AK. What's wrong with the Czech Republic?
It's just there. Do anything.
It's like you.
Oh, I do things.
Listen,
I
right?
just-
In the Czech,
When was,
Czech
when was the
Republic-
last time you
According to
heard
the
anything
fucking
about the Czech Republic?
ETCC
the
season
Czech
2,
Republic, right?
That's
The-
just what I'm saying.
The Czech Republic has wonderful, wonderful women. Right?
So does NASCAR.
It has the prettiest track in Forza Motorsport 5, Prague. It's got beautiful architecture.
Oh, shut up.
It's incredibly
Emile's a Czech
climated.
Republic apologist.
I love the Czech Republic, although I wish they
It's
rename.
just,
They should rename themselves to Czechoslovakia because I used to like saying that.
it's just there. It doesn't do anything.
Once again, like you.
Like
When was
Belgium.
the last time you
Belgium
heard-
doesn't
when
do
was the la-
shit. We could get rid of
Yeah,
Belgium.
but Belgium's got chocolate. When was the
Belgium.
last time you heard anything about the Czech Republic?
X videos.
It's not. Doesn't mean anything.
X videos is the world's largest porn site now.
It has to mean
Yes.
something because Emile likes it.
Pornography
Yeah,
is what we
right.
get from the Czech Republic.
Good site, bad country.
Listen, I'm sorry, if you gave me a choice between chocolate and pornography, that is not a choice.
Yeah.
That takes me a few seconds.
But
You
Emile,
don't have to
if
go
you,
to that site. Other sites
Emile,
exist.
No, but right, Pornhub's
Emile
just
isn't wrong.
Listen,
Here's
Pornhub,
the
listen,
thing.
no, here's the thing. If we're gonna burn California alive, Pornhub's not gonna exist anyway. Right, and everything else, like I don't want to use X Hamster. That just sounds weird.
It just sounds like you're having.
The worst
sex
bit is
with a
X
hamster.
Hamster is like a perfectly legitimate site, but it's called X Hamster, which does not fill the brain full of great
Isn't
ideas.
that like the top one as well? Isn't that
No,
one-
no,
like
X
the
videos is the
favourite
top.
one?
X Hamster's like up there though. It's kind of ironic when porn.com isn't like the highest, but no one uses isn't it? Remember RedTube? Anyways, I'm just saying, if you give me the choice between pornography and chocolate, I'm taking the pornography.
Exactly. Emile,
But
once
blame
again,
you,
we
but-
agree.
There's not much. I mean, pizza and pornography, it'd be pizza.
I don't know. It would be tough.
You
Probably
need-
pizza as well.
You need a woman.
No shit,
I
but I have
don't.
to deal with pornography right now, and I prefer porn.
And guess
listen,
what? Pornography
listen,
can't say no.
I prefer loving relationships to chocolate, and I prefer pornography to chocolate. It's a win-win.
Why not a sexual relationship with chocolate?
Because I don't like melted chocolate. I like my chocolate how I like my women, cold and hard.
And hard. Euphemisms, lady.
Hey,
In
So-
what way is a woman hard?
so Emile's
Emile is in the feud, is confirmed.
Nipples can
So
be
Emile-
hard.
so Emile's ideal woman would be a sassy black bitch.
Oh, I love black women.
Imagine a fucking thick ass black bitch named Chocolate.
Oh, I'm not a fan of. I don't really care for horses, but yeah.
Yeah,
Emile's
she's
interested
fucking
in the personality.
I am all about the facial structure.
That jawline, though.
It's all about. It's all
I
about
actually am.
having
That's
a
the weird fit.
fuckable face.
I can't deal with those people like, oh yeah, just put a bag over her head. I can't. Like, it needs to look semi. Yeah.
Wait, who says put a bag over her head?
A lot of people.
A lot of
say
people
that,
do
to be
say
fair.
that. They do just shake the
Jesus.
people and like, oh yeah, just put a bag over her and she's alright. She's cracking,
Jeez.
as they'd say down here. Or up here, depending on where you.
I just realised that Scotian has John Cleland's cockpit view.
It's the greatest.
He's going
Goshen
for
always,
first.
I swear, Goshen, you know,
He's
I
going
hate
for
his
first.
guts. He's the
I'm always
worst
going
person
for
on this
first.
damn server. But Goshen has the best fucking profile pictures, period.
Why is it John Cleland's cockpit
Because
view?
that's how he feels like when he's with us.
You're going
That's
for
how I
first.
feel like when I'm
Silent.
listening to fucking.
Are we all
Sam.
animals?
Sam, yeah, that's how he feels like when he's listening to me.
That-
Right now
that-
he's
that
flipping
is-
off
that
his
is a
monitor,
fucking-
and I
that
know
is
that.
one of the greatest lines in fucking touring car commentary. He's
I'm
going,
going
for
for
first.
And he
He's
clearly
number
wasn't
one.
saying that.
They put it in the intro, didn't they? The actual main BTCC intro, not the finger, but like just before it, they actually put that in the main intro. Yeah.
God damn it, AK, stop
When they have like
fucking
that weird
lying.
music
Jesus.
that thankfully I haven't heard in like. When's the finale actually?
This weekend.
Is it this weekend?
Yep.
Well, we know what we're doing
If I
Sunday.
know.
Ah,
The-
right back. I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunday. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking
The
forward to
finale.
Sunday.
Isn't it
the,
just
uh,
Turkington who's basically got it now? Or?
Andrew Jordan
No.
isn't far behind.
My
Don't
my
think
champion
Cam's
is
that
Sam
far
Osborne.
behind.
Sam Osborne. Didn't his like
AK,
kids
why
burn
does
down
your
or
internet
something?
suck?
I don't know. My internet's having issues. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday because it's just going to be a car crash.
It's just basically which BMW is best BMW, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't? Well, I mean, isn't Dan Kamish second? in
Imagine
Yeah,
if
his
Jack
eyebrows
Off
are really
wins
up there.
again.
I hope Dan Gamish wins just to fuck every BMW fan up, but that's me. I love Camish is great now. Camish has become my hero ever since that shit with Jordan. He is now officially better than Shedden, and I used to love Shedden.
Fucking, let's all not
At the
forget
very least,
the time
Camish is-
of the fucking
At the
At the very
headlight
least,
massacre.
at the very least, Camish is better than Neil because Neil just needs to retire now. I feel sorry every time Neil gets on the track. I feel sorry for him because he sort of drives like a frail old man. Like he's just scared of like accidents happening, and then they happen.
He's like
Like, just-
fucking
Ever
Tom
since he
Ingram when
got
his
like
mirror fell off.
fucking ever since he got like fucking T-boned at last year's finale, I think he's never quite been the same again. Where he had to do like fucking emergency position. I feel so bad for
Oh
him.
Jesus.
It's like
I'm dying.
He's
but yeah, no.
He's
It's,
just like-
there now.
so it's
He just-
basically Turkington, Camish, and Jordan.
I just sneezed out Saint.
Neil's life is just falling apart like his wheels.
Blame it on the steering column.
I can't wait
That
for
was clear.
Plato next year to go back to being mediocre. Because he
It's,
probably.
it's the car, I think.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm gonna buy his book.
It's not
just to
enough.
see.
Oh, you fucking dick.
No, just to
I'm
see
gonna buy a
what he
Gordon.
says
I'm
in
gonna
it.
buy a fucking Gordon Shenham face mask and come to your house. The pride of Scotland, Gordon Shenham.
No, it's Aidan Moffat. He's the pride of Scotland.
Fuck Aidan Moffat.
He did so well.
Haven't Infinity said they're impressed and want to like open up like development of that car again or something? Which is
I
a
hope
really
not.
bad idea.
I hope so, but I hope not.
That's a terrible idea, by the way.
It's a terrible
Because
idea, but
considering when Infinity
glorious
ran it,
idea.
they were shit.
yeah,
Fucking.
it never got higher than 30.
I still love it how that. Oh, let's stop using the Mercedes. What should we use? We have this piece of shit
Infiniti.
from like BTCC Pass.
He bought those himself. He actually paid for those with
Exactly.
his own money.
He's Scottish. He's
he
terrible
bought
with
two
money.
of them.
It's
You're
one of
terrible
Scotland's
with money.
favourite cars, like the fucking Peugeot 208, probably. The,
I
Scot-
like the two.
the Scottish just make bad decisions. That's why you own a Saab. How is the Saab anyway? Is it broken?
No, it's actually alright. I found out I can open
It's
it.
actually alright. That makes it change.
I found out I can open it with a secret button on the thing.
Oh.
I found a secret button on the thing that lights on.
Wow.
I tried to find a
it
secret
parked.
button on the Accord, but unfortunately only works on American models, which is a shame.
Boo.
It's got a button like underneath the plastic casing that you can turn the lights on when it's parked and locked, which is a really weird feature. But I like.
Why would you need that?
I don't know, and I don't know why they've hidden it. So.
My car's got a few weirdisms like that, man. Get this, right. If you unlock the car and open the boot, when you close the boot, it locks the car. When you already have the doors open and close the boot, or rather, once you have like ran the car, and it's been unlocked forever, and then you get out and open the boot, then it doesn't lock the car. So essentially, when you go to get your shopping in the car, you put your shopping in, the car locks, so you have to re-unlock it. And then when you get back home, you actually have to physically lock the car because it doesn't automatically lock itself when the boot goes down. It's... I don't understand it. Also, the fucking boot and petrol release are the worst things in the world. Why do I need a boot release in the car when the key has a boot release on it? And the boot release you push upwards on it, or you push down for the fuel filler, even though back in the 90s Honda had this and they just had two separate stalks, which made it much easier.
The most annoying thing, and I have done this with my car, is the bonnet latch and the fuel filler latch are right next to each other.
Oh
So-
god,
So what I
Oh,
have done
shit.
many times is pull up to
that
what
sounds Swedish.
I have pulled up
Welcome
to like
hell.
a
That's hell.
filling station and I have opened the bonnet and got very confused when I walked around and didn't see the fuel filler cap open.
I did it with the boot once, because I like opened the boot and it was like, the boot's
There's
open.
there's no boot latch in my car. There isn't one.
Nice.
So I have to either open it with a key or go around the back to open.
Hey, that reminds me, I found
So-
out a weird feature the other day. You know you know the Fiat, what was it called? The Fiat Chroma. Do you remember the Fiat Chroma?
I'm well aware of the Fiat Corona.
Did you know that's got the same centre key thing as the Saab's got?
Oh shit,
But
really?
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's how
Oh,
Saab it
shit,
was.
Nice, nice.
The Fiat Chroma is such a... The Fiat Chroma comes from that weird era when GM realised they owned like 20% of Fiat and realised maybe we should actually start doing something with this. So they would like, here, have the Saab 9-3 and try to sell it as like a premium estate car, and Fiat was like, what? Do you not understand what we are?
Oh.
And then they gave Michael
There are
Schumacher
a
one,
few
and he was
weird
like
things.
probably the only one that actually bought one.
There are like I never understood the night panel in a Saab. It's just pointless. I have used it.
Fucking night
But,
panel.
What?
Yeah, but
It
night,
shuts off all the
night
gauging.
panel's one of those
But-
things that you just press to like play with it occasionally.
No, it broke once. I got it fixed, but it did break once.
That was a break.
You know how it
does
turns
you,
off all the
turn it on
gauges
and then you
when
turn
it-
it back on and it
No.
just didn't.
No, right? No, I pressed it because it was late at night and I just wanted to focus on the speedo. The speedo kept lighting up, but the gauge went down, so I couldn't actually tell how fast I was going.
You fucking
Sob.
idiot. You're terrible.
No,
You
his
are
car's
fucking
terrible, not
terrible.
him.
Everyone's
It's also
fucking terrible.
It's also got a beep thing on it where you
right.
can set the speed limit, which I did
Oh
use
god,
that night
mine's got
to
that.
find out
I've
how
never
fast I was
tried it.
actually going.
I've never tried it, but like accidentally once I held down the information panel, it came with like a million different features, and I was like, I'm not even.
Were you just
The-
intimidated?
Trying to turn the traction control off in my car is the most annoying and confusing thing.
Oh, mine's
Um,
great.
never done-
It's a button, and then it comes up on the dashboard with like this giant danger sign, just like, do you know who you've just fucked with? It's like, I've just turned the
It's like,
traction
what are
control
you
off. You're like-
doing, you fucking idiot?
It's like, you're a front-wheel drive saloon car. Why do you care? What's the worst?
I
you
don't know
can
how to
do?
turn it off in my car. Like,
Press the button.
I don't know how to. There is no button. It's in the system.
Actually, to be fair, it's it's Swedish. It wouldn't surprise me if it's one of them things where it's like, oh, you gotta keep
it's
it
in
on
the
for
system, and I
safety.
don't know how. It's
You don't really
like I
get
have to
what.
open the menu and the like not the infotainment and the gauge cluster.
I'm not gonna
I feel
lie,
the
I've
system
had
up
the
there.
traction control gauge on my car twice, and both times the wheels were already spinning and it did not help.
Oh, lovely.
Like, there was the one time where I literally went round a corner, one tyre fire, and the traction control was just sat there like, I'm trying to do something, but I can't. And then the other time was
Good
like, I was trying to get
job.
to work, so I just sort of floored it at a traffic light, and just lots of spin. And the traction control was like,
I've
I'm here.
engaged a few times. It just beeps. And it does talk to you.
I'm
Oh.
here to save your life.
My car
No,
talks to me, how
a
does
little-
your car
A
talk
little
to you?
voice. A little voice
My,
prompt said, "Traction control enabled. Please do not drive aggressively anymore."
So essentially your car's like, you've been a bad boy.
You've been a naughty boy.
It's not as bad as the body Mercedes I had for Goodwood. I rented a car down there.
Oh god. How
And
much did that cost?
I tried to
$1
do,
million
like,
quid?
Oh, that was a lot of money. Let's
I
not
tried
get
to rent
into
a
that.
car for 3 days
Um,
recently. It was £131 for a fucking Fiesta.
Oh, I was
That's
a lot
way
more
too
than
much.
that for 4 days in a Mercedes. It was
How-
the worst
how much
Mercedes I've
was
ever
it?
been in. It was around £850.
Jesus!
It would have been cheaper to drive the Saab down. Mind you, the Saab might not have made it.
But right, I tried to do an aggressive start in it.
Oh,
Now,
man.
remember, this is a modern car,
Mm.
and everything's electronic. So, I revved it up and tried to. It spoke to me,
Mm.
saying aggressive start should not be attempted, and then it just shut the engine off.
Oh god!
This was at a red light. It wasn't even in sun.
So
So it was the most embarrassing thing. Like, I had the car next to me and I was revving the hell out of it, and then it just shut off. And the woman beside me just looked at me and laughed.
That's
Oh.
amazing. That is literally like your mother just being like, no more fun for you.
Oh. I then put it in sport
No
mode and it was
more
absolutely
fun.
fine about doing an aggressive start. Just because I
Yeah,
had
what's
it
the
in
point of
normal
having a
mode.
sports
it wouldn't
mode
allow
if you're
it.
like you can't aggressive start it.
No, it was fine in sports mode. It was in normal mode. It just wouldn't allow it.
The worst one's cars like when you try to brake really hard and they just like put the fucking hazard lights on. It's like why? Why are you doing that?
Also, the lane departure thing just doesn't work.
Oh god.
Just,
I can't deal
it
with
tries
it.
to steer you away from it.
I'm not surprised. Cars aren't
It tried
smart.
to steer. This was on a country road which was very narrow.
I think you can
So
turn
I tried,
it off.
and I couldn't figure it out.
Oh.
So,
Just like bring them back a car that's got like no traction control or anything on. The next person who rents it just
Oh, you
goes
should have seen the
straight
state
into
of
a
it.
fucking wall.
you should have seen the state of it when I put it back. It was just all muddy and just chips everywhere because I had a McDonald's. So,
You're just like, this is a bad car. I've proved it. I marked my territory. Fuck your car. Fuck's sake. I like how you eat in a rental. I can't eat in my car. I think I've done it
I
like
don't eat my own.
I think I did it once and like I felt bad. Then again, that was the time where there was like a fox that I was fairly certain was eyeing me up. like it wanted food, and then before we could give it food, like it ran away because an even bigger fox came along and fucked it off. Foxes are fucking weird. They just scream at you. They just make that screaming noise. They don't stop.
I've never encountered a fox. Well,
That was also the time I
One
almost
foot.
amputated my sister in that one, actually. Because I wanted to see how far back the electric seat could go. In case you're wondering, the electric seat in an Accord basically puts you in the back bench. Which I find amazing because no one who actually owns a fucking Accord in Japan is like that tall.
tall.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think sumo wrestlers are particularly queuing up to buy the Honda Accord. I think they'd rather buy, like, I don't know, what's a big car in
I
Japan?
did try the electric, like, steering wheel up, down thing. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, the telescopic shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It puts in the most ridiculous positions. There was one time it was actually almost facing the pedals.
Do you know, do you know, I love stuff like that. I love the electric tilt thing and electric seats, because it's like, let's be honest, the only time you use that stuff is when you set it in position and then you never need it anymore. So who would spec an electric tilt steering wheel when you're just going to put it in one place and then you're going to be like, oh, that's it. In fact, the only time I've ever seen electric tilt done well is Lexus. Because they do something smart with it.
Volkswagen have got a good one.
No, Lexus
Volkswagen,
is...
for the Phaeton, they had a good one.
What's the Phaeton one?
It moves up and down, but you can set memories. So if there's like 5 people, you can have up to 5 people for it,
That
or
one's good.
something like that.
I like the Lexus one because the Lexus one, when you take the key out, it puts it right to the, like, as far as it can go forward, and also puts it up so you can get in and out easy without triggering the steering
Yeah,
wheel.
the Phaeton.
That's a
does
good
that as well.
idea.
Yeah.
The Phaeton's a good car.
Yeah.
The Accord has memory if you get, like, the one after mine. The fat one. That isn't as good,
I
but
will
I
say,
still want one
I
because
did-
it's got a 6-speed instead of 5.
The electric steering thing also did break once, because everything's broken in my car, at least one. So
Yeah, I can imagine most
So-
Saabs are built entirely out of
I don't-
replacement bits.
I did get in it, and I turned the engine on, and it just slammed down. I was terrified.
Do you know
I
what?
fixed it, you know.
Saabs are like that scene from Only Fools and Horses, really, aren't they? It's just like, oh,
I need more.
I've had this mop 14 years. Yeah, have you really? Yeah, it's had 15 heads and 10 handles on it.
There is
He's like,
one
how
of the best
original is a
things I
Saab,
find.
actually?
one of the best things about my car, and it's I love it ever since I bought it.
Mm.
You know how you get like these keys for like when the electric key doesn't work, and you put it in the door.
Right, yeah, I didn't, but yeah.
It doesn't actually fit the keyhole.
Oh, the Subaru had
Look at
that
the
issue.
Yeah.
My mother had that issue
Doesn't
with the
fit.
Subaru. She tried to like discreetly like start like, oh, what did she, no, because the Subaru had like a lock and unlock button, so we just used that one. She, for whatever reason, tried to use the key to unlock the car, so the car proceeded to reply by just setting off all of the alarms. And bear in mind, I'm like laid
That
in
would
bed
be-
and I'm like semi-awake at this point because I've seen her come grab the keys, and all I hear is the fucking alarm, and I just sort of chuckle to myself and go back to bed because I know she's probably like, "What? Fucking shut the fuck up!" Because the Subaru ownership. For those of you who want a key on what Subaru ownership is like, get used to the sound of the alarm because you will hear it all the time. Because any excuse that car has to sound the alarm, it will sound it. If you leave your window open a crack and go to lock it, alarm. You leave a door open, alarm. But it won't tell you which door's actually open and causing the issue. It just sounds the alarm. If you try to start it 30 seconds after shutting it off, alarm. If you get in it and try and start the key within outside of 30 seconds since you unlock the car, alarm sounds. If you're in it when you try to unlock the car and relock the car, alarm sounds. If you tried to replace the rear lights on it, alarm sounds. I found that out the hard way.
Oh,
Because we tried to pull the fuse for the alarm, did not like that. Like, the fucking alarm makes the most almighty loudest noise you've ever heard. It's like, that's super ownership for you.
There was once, talking about alarms, I had to take the Sab to Vauxhall dealership because, you know, to get something fixed in it. Because, you know. And they said, like, yeah, your appointment's next for doing it straight away. I can't remember what I had to get fixed, probably something. And as I was leaving, I got an Insignia, which was not a good car. As a
Is that what's putting you off Insignia VXRs now?
No, I just don't like them. I just don't like the Insignia VXR. But as I was leaving, like the
Nope.
Oh.
As I was leaving, leaves call. Is he trying to demonstrate how long the walk to the fucking Insignia is? Oh no. Have you got the challenges alarm?
I'm back.
Oh, there you go.
I'm back.
Noah?
I'm back.
Have you got the challenges alarm to sound yet?
Yes.
Oh.
Many times.
Oh god, how?
Actually.
Oh.
Is there
Well-
an issue? I'll come back to your story in a minute. I just wanted to see what.
Yeah.
How
Well,
did you get the
because-
challenges alarm?
Well, when I put my keys in my pocket, I put my core screwdriver thing in my pocket as well with them. And the core remover, the screwdriver decides to touch the panic button.
Oh! Right. Yeah. So does that happen at work?
Yeah, it happens at work.
So you just sat there like doing a customer's thing and then all of a sudden alarm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And someone says, "There's an angry bee outside."
Nice. So AK, now that you've illustrated what it's
What
like
did
to
I get
walk to
to?
your car. Because you said, oh, I was walking to the car and then just left it weird. So
Oh, no.
like, did you just simulate the walk? Is this supposed to like simulate how long it took to walk?
I was leaving the showroom. Right, I was leaving the showroom, and I could hear the alarm going off in the background. And I was laughing my head off at this time because I know what had happened. You put the key in where it doesn't fit. Because it does fit, but you can't get it out. And the best thing was, I came back the next day to collect it, and the key was still in. I couldn't get it
Because he just left it.
in. Just like.
Fuck's sake.
So,
They probably
and the
just
worst
pulled
thing is,
the
it doesn't.
fuse for
You
your
can't
alarm.
actually get it out.
Oh
You can't
god, so is
actually
it
get it
just
out for
stuck in
quite
it?
a while. So no, it's
Oh.
out now. I've managed to get. I can't. I think I just pulled it really, really hard, and it just came out. But the thing is, I couldn't get it out at that time, so I had to drive home. Luckily, I've got two keys, I should say, with one key stuck in the door, and one key actually
He
operating.
probably was like looking at you like, what the fuck? That would be a great prank to play at people though, just like park it up, make it look like it's really easy to steal.
Yes.
Or is it just like...
And it's the most, because you can't turn it, and you can't get it out without really forcing it.
Jesus Christ. That sounds so sad.
Like I had to get about two people to actually get it out to try and pull it out, because it just doesn't come out.
I don't think we've ever used the key on the Honda once. I've heard the Honda's alarm though, it only went off once, but that's because I left my keys in it and had to get them out.
A leaf flew into my car once when I left the windows open and the alarm.
Oh, I might have shorted all my electric windows earlier. I was like, oh, I'll open a window where it's been raining slightly, and apparently all the rain just came inside the car, even though it wasn't actually raining at the time.
It was a sunny day and I've got black leather interior and it's just not fun in the heat.
I
have to leave the windows
have beautiful cream interior. You see, we don't have those.
Yeah, I saw that from the video you tried to get after talking to it to try and get something to play. I can't remember.
My cream leather's great. I have cream seat belts as well. Did you know that?
Of course you do.
They are so Austin. I love them.
Oh,
Do you know what the best bit about a cream seat belt is?
God.
You sort of just see it in a reflection occasionally. You look down and you're like, oh, yeah, it was cream. I forgot about that. I don't get why they put cream.
Nothing interesting about my interior apart from the night panel. which
Oh, I
doesn't
found out
always
the
work.
door panels are mismatched, which fucks me off. Because, like,
Whoops.
all the passenger door panels have, like, a silver handle on them, and the driver's one just doesn't.
Hmm.
Because they
Oh.
have to have room for, like, the electric windows and
Oh!
mirrors and shit.
Speaking of door panels, the Saab is broken.
Oh, no.
The electric window won't roll down. So, only the drivers. The rest of them are fine. Only the drivers won't roll down.
What
So-
sound does it make?
It doesn't make any. Well, well.
So
it
what do you
started
do if
off
you want to
making a
Mac it?
sound.
And you want to go for a drive-through?
I have to go into the. I have to go into the shop.
You should, what you
Or
should,
reverse
what you
round and
should
use the
do is
passenger
just
side.
rear down the rear passenger and just like put the seat back.
I'll just go around back, reversing and use the passenger side window.
Clearly.
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it started off making a noise when it first broke. It was like a whiny sound. And then it got worse.
That's
Made
the,
a whiny
that's
sound.
the
Then-
regulator, probably.
And then the little leather bit started peeling up as it would go down. And now it just doesn't go down at all.
Do you know,
So-
the worst one I ever saw of those is someone's electric window thing where the chain had like slipped side, so when they went to put the window down, all they saw was just the chain come up. And like touch the window and then it go back down.
Jesus.
Like this giant like fucking, it looks like a bike chain as well. It just like comes up the window and goes back down. It's like, oh, that's broke. Good. Jesus. Electric window rolling weird when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We need the good old days of the fucking Volkswagen thing when you can just take the entire fucking door window.
Yeah, you can just take it off.
Yeah. Or like those cars where you can't open anything apart from the quarter light, which you just sort of push forward and it like flops around. It's got a really sharp edge on it. So it's just waiting to like spear children on the side of the road.
Thinking about it, I think almost everything in my car has broken at one point.
Well, hasn't
I
it had a
managed to
new engine in
screw
it by
up.
now? Or like a new turbo or something?
I don't even. Everything's been done to it.
Is it still under
Lost
warranty?
count of
or-
how many times. Yeah, oh yeah, I got an expensive warranty when I bought it.
I'm-
So, you know.
I like how Fairways is like, yeah, I bought a big warranty with my RS6, and you're like, I bought a big warranty with my Saab.
With my snap.
Are you gonna do a Doug
Yeah, I
DeMiro
managed to-
style video on it where you like look at all
I
the
will.
warranty repairs?
This is
Guilty
a
open that
warranty.
book.
This is how much the warranty costs on a Saab.
Oh.
I can't believe they sold you a Saab after the company went bust. I'm surprised they even left that on the lot and didn't just go, fuck it, auction, fuck off, get
Well,
rid.
Yeah.
I was
I bought it
surprised
from a
Hart-
random dealer.
It was
in Ayr.
Hartwell, wasn't it?
Hmm?
Was it near Hartwell or something?
No,
Ah.
mine was a little Scottish town I bought it from.
I bought
So-
mine from a guy named. He had like a really English
Jim.
name. I think his name.
I
Was
bought
like,
mine from a guy named Grant.
I think mine was a guy named Morris, who quite obviously was not named Morris, because like he was like from Bradford. So that tells you.
I bought my car from a guy named Morris from
Oh
Bradford.
shit! I've just realised the fuel lights come on. Do you think this car's gonna make it?
No.
There's 6 laps to go. Do you think I can? Oh, I'm tempted to see this now.
Yeah.
How much fuel is it using? Can I? Is there a thing that says fuel consumption?
No.
You can see how much percentage is left, I think. But
It doesn't
I don't know
say in this
anything
game.
else. Oh, does it not? Okay.
It's that little
You're
yellow
fucked.
thing down there. There's like a quarter left. I think it might
Mm.
make it. I'm gonna risk it for a chocolate biscuit.
How many laps do you have?
6. What actually happens
it's
when
not-
you run
if
out
it's
of
yellow,
fuel
it
in
should be fine.
Forza?
It just stops.
Does it actually stop? Or
And the older
Yes.
game, and the older games are just the engine just
In Forza
so-
7, you stutter.
yeah, but all the other ones the engine just stops. So it doesn't apply the brake or anything. It just rolls until it loses momentum. Or in my case, rolled up a hill and then down and crashed into someone.
So basically, just don't go into the sand.
Yeah, basically. basically.
I'm so tempted to risk it and see if we can actually do it. The problem is, I know for a fact, or at least I'm assuming, this game doesn't really care about fuel economy in terms of like short shifting and shit, does it?
I don't know if even Forza 7 takes that into account, to be honest.
I doubt it.
So,
Actually, it does.
Does
oh,
it?
does it? Oh.
I actually tried that.
The only thing I know
problem
about
is this
fuel
is an old
consumption in
Fiat
Forza
as
7 is
well.
I know what engine runs out quickest.
This is an old
So-
Fiat, so technically if I went left around a roundabout really fast, the fuel gauge would sort of keep going up. Like Hammond's Ferrari from that fucking cheap car challenge or whatever it was. That was a great episode, that. Although, to be fair, the only thing with that episode is it's tainted because that fucking Hammond thing is complete bollocks. The one where it's like, oh yeah, all the electronics in the engine, all the electronics exploded, despite the fact the lights and everything was still working. It's like, yeah, alright, whatever. An engine there's no engine electronics in that fucking Ferrari. It's all just cables and shit. Slipstreaming, and that'll help my fuel economy. Come here, O. Williams. In your Ford Fiesta Z-Tech S.
Oh,
Because
what
this
machine.
was before the days of the ST. So he has to deal with that 1.6 litre 110 horsepower?
I don't know.
I have no idea. An N. Anderson in the 220 horsepower PT Cruiser Turbo. Look at that thing. Beautiful beast of a machine there. A bit broken, but it looks happy. And now Jake him in his... I don't know what that is. Is it a Mazda? That is a Mazda. It's a Mazda 3. That fuel is gonna
So
run out.
didn't you?
The fuel is so gonna run out on like lap 32, I can feel it.
Probably.
I saw a new Focus yesterday, or Monday, sorry.
I like the new
It
Focus.
was. I do as well, but
They
I
look
saw
really...
one. There's a Ford dealership just down from me,
Hmm.
so 2 minutes away. And on the way home, I just saw like a brand new like Focus with a massive dent on the side as he was coming out of the dealership. Like he crashed it within 2 minutes of owning it.
Do you know, there's a
And I-
fucking...
Mm.
At the, like near a gym, there is a... bear in mind, this is the first time I've ever seen one of these. I think it's like a DS7 or something, like a new 16 crossover.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah,
like the DS.
It's got a giant ass dent in the back of it, like someone's literally just gone up to it
Oh.
and ridden a bike straight into the back of it. And that's the first one I've ever seen, so I'm like, good, that shows how good those cars are going to be.
I like the new DS. I like all the new DS cars.
They're
DS5.
very...
DS7.
I mean, you like the DS3 though, so...
I do like it.
I
I
don't
almost
get
bought
it.
one. So
I'm gonna let go of the
I'm
throttle.
still- I
again.
still
I'm gonna
almost
let
got
it coast down a hill. Fuel economy saving tips right here.
well, I almost bought a DS3 Racing. I would never buy a normal DS3.
Do you know what I saw once? A
Hmm?
DS3 Racing that someone had engine swapped to a diesel.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
You're
I've
like,
seen that. And
what are you doing
yeah,
with your life?
I mean it's not an amazing engine, the DS3, but it's not a bad engine.
Yeah, but he's converted it from a 200 horse. It was the same engine
Yeah.
they came in like normally. So why wouldn't you just buy a diesel DS3 if you wanted?
Yeah.
And just wouldn't it be cheaper to take the bits out of a DS3 Racing and put them into a DS3? Because it's not much. It's like seats.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's like seats and some shit decals that make it look like an Adidas running shoe.
That's why I would go with the white one and not the black and orange one. So
It's like buying one. Why don't all hot hatches have like one ostentatious fucking colour scheme? It's like them fucking.
Have you seen the
Peugeots
Clio's
that are
getting
two
replaced?
tones. Those are
Clio RS is not a thing anymore.
good. The Clio
It's
RS was a
getting
pile of
replaced.
wank anyway.
It's getting replaced with the Renault Zoe.
Oh,
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Who the fuck buys a Renault
or so they
Zoe?
say. An RS Zoe
Who
as well.
buys a car called after? Like seriously, who buys a Vauxhall Adam?
Vauxhall Adam rocks. That's
Yeah,
what
that was the worst one.
Oh.
No, there was
Renault
the
have got the
Vauxhall
worst
Adam.
car
There was
name.
the Vauxhall Adam Grand Slam as well. I remember that.
Oh. Like, I think Renault have got the worst names. Like, you buy a sports car, you don't call it the Win. It's just...
Yeah, Renault's
Not
never
a
had good
thing.
names though.
You don't
Even
call a sports
Laguna
car the
wasn't a
Win.
good name, really.
Look at... No. Megane, what's seen it? No.
No,
Modus.
a Spas wasn't bad.
Spas. Twizy. No.
The only good name they had was when they just called a car Spider. And then they fucked that up by putting Sport in front of it, which was like, get it. Renault Sport's supposed to be a different thing, except it isn't. Mind you, it could be worse. Have you seen what the Clio's called in Japan?
I think it's not sold in Japan.
It is sold in Japan under the name Lucita.
The what?
L-U-C-E-T-I-A, Lucitia.
Oh, stupid.
Which is just weird. They were in the old Gran Turismo games. Aventine, that was... even Aventine wasn't a good name, and the Aventine's an awesome car. Because
Velsatis.
There's a Velsatis for sale right now for $2.5 grand.
I don't want one.
With the Nissan V6 in it, the same with the 350Z.
No.
Why don't you buy that and prove
Renault
to Alex
Fluence.
that
Remember those?
the Fluence?
The massive. I've almost never seen one in the UK.
Do you know,
buy
I
a
saw
new
one
one.
for sale once, 2013, 12,000 miles, $2.5 grand.
Jesus.
It was like,
Just buy
They
like
went
a 20,
overseas. I know that much.
buy like a 2018 370Z and just say, hey, I have a new clutch.
They've got a 370 now, bro. The funny thing with Nissan and that, right, is they made loads of changes between the 350Z and the 370Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they bought out the 370Z, and then apparently forgot it existed. Like they bought out the
They're
Roadster.
still selling it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can still buy a new
It's
370Z.
It's 11 years old.
2008.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, the car wasn't that different to the 350.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, now I'm getting fucking angsty now. Lap 33, look at that fuel gauge. Oh. I don't know.
Do you think they will ever replace the 370 or will it just go on for 1,000 years?
Well, apparently the rumour is they're replacing it next year with something they're calling the 400Z, which is silly.
That doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
Well, it's even worse when you consider the fact the reason the 370Z is called the 370Z is because it's got a 3.7 litre engine. And they're probably going to put turbos on it and be like, oh, well, it's gained displacement. I don't know whether to risk that. I'm looking at fuel gauge. I'm so tempted to risk it, but the problem is...
If you risk it, you're going to have to do it all again.
Yeah, exactly. Or just rewind to the point where I can, like, fill it up. See how much it goes down during this back straight. What do you reckon, boys?
I want you to risk it just because, but you will have to do it all again.
What do you reckon, Scotian?
I don't care. If the car dies, I'll laugh at you.
No, I'm pussying out.
Oh.
Good.
I'm looking at Alex's final bit, and that's so not gonna stay there. What's it running? Oh god, if it runs out in the pit lane.
Oh no, it can't. I'll continue on. It's fine. Can't go over.
Why is the driver driving like the fucking wheel bearing's broken?
He's taking the car to the tip and throwing it away.
These are classic now. Apparently, I think.
Bad classic.
What, the
What are you
Abarth
driving?
131?
Oh, okay.
This is
Fair
a
enough.
piece of Italian racing history, my friend.
It's a bot.
It's like the Fiat Strada, which is the greatest car ever made.
It's a bot.
You see, you gotta bear in mind, I'm a huge Fiat fanboy. So,
It's a bot.
Why don't you buy an Abarth 595? They're a cool car. They're like a DS3 except they're
I
good.
like the bar. I don't like a bar as a manufacturer.
Why not? What's wrong with
I
Abarth?
don't know. I don't know.
Abarth are great because they're mental.
Are they?
Like, yeah, like that one time when they upgraded the original Fiat 500, and they like added loads of modifications to the engine, and then realised the engine wouldn't fit, so they just kept the engine
Yeah,
cover
that's
open.
yes.
And it's like on the
So
newer
like
Bar 500s where they've made it, they've put in those big like bucket racing seats, which are great until you realise the fact that they smash straight into the headliner, so you can't actually get into the back. It's amazing. Italian engineering is just like, how can we make a problem? It's fantastic. It's just the right level of wrong to make it the correct level of right. Anyways, unfortunately, not quite as valiant in anything. Although I have just noticed, you know, we filled the car up. I think the fuel works in like tiny little bars, and it has already lost a bar of fuel. So, the car would have died.
Probably.
If it had died on that back straight, it wouldn't have been too bad. Because I might have been able to coast it back. But then again, I don't have the clutch, so
Yeah, like
I can't really coast.
the chicane would have been an issue
Yeah,
because it's uphill after the chicane.
yeah.
So yeah, it's immediately down.
Anyways, there we go. 133,000 credits. Oh, look at that. Level 5 straight away. 20% discount on the Bath bits. Wonderful. Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Koenigsegg, Lancia, Saab and Volvo. That is a group of manufacturers you don't want to buy cars from.
Oh, Saab's fine. Saab's brilliant.
Volvo's fine.
Volvo's also well.
36,000 credits.
That's my parents. They love their Volvos for some.
Oh yeah,
strange reason.
the Volvo you didn't know what it was. Anyways,
Nah, I didn't.
thank you all very much for watching. Next time we're going to be taking a look at the 130 kill myselves of Catalunya de Catalunya. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.